Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Daniel. Um, I was gonna tell you I found some really good deals today. It was Saturday, I was off. Mom and I kind of went and ran a few errands, and one of the things I found out they were having, I didn't find out till this week. I usually prep ahead, and I was kind of worried that I found out they were having their quarterly. They have it quarterly, every 3 months. I had to think quarterly there for a minute. When they have their sales, it's every 3 to 4 months. The library has their quarterly sale. Every couple of months they have that. They do a couple of those a year. Kind of supports the Weatherford Public Library, which is really neat. Stuff that they're not using anymore, they sell at way lower of a discount than what they bought it for and what you would pay for it in retail, for sure. Like hardcovers for $1, movies for $1, paperbacks for 50 cents, stuff like that. And the money all goes to get new materials, which is kind of neat. Our library kind of got wind under some fire a couple of years ago because the county quit and help pay for the cost of the library. But a lot of people out of county use it, so they had to implement a thing where if you use the library and you're not in the city limits and you check out stuff, you have to pay a $50 annual fee, which, if you think about, really isn't that bad. I mean, think about what you spend on entertainment or coffee or whatever on a daily basis and multiply that. $50 a year to me is not an issue. It never has been. But I found out about the sale this week, and I was like, oh, well, I'm off Saturday. I'll see if they're still having it, because sometimes they only have it for a few days. They were still having it. I got there and I even got a bigger surprise. They had their totes. It says it's the Weatherford Library totes. And there was a thing on there, you can fill the tote for $5. Really? You think about what you're putting, and you know me, I'm a retail guy. I work in retail. I bag groceries before. I know how to efficiently fill a bag up. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take advantage of that. $5? Yeah. For the whole bag? As much stuff as I get in one bag? Yeah. I mean, I probably could have gotten several bags worth, but I kind of looked at all the books and saw the sale, and I'm like, nice. The first book I got, she's an actress. I watched a couple of her shows. And her dad is Phil Collins, the singer. Lily Collins' autobiography. Looked interesting. Got that. If you follow Archie comics like I do, and I follow Riverdale and Sabrina and all that, they had a book, hardback, beautiful cover. Normally would have been like a $10 book retail. Lily Collins' book would have been $19 retail. If you went to half price books or Barnes and Noble, especially Barnes and Noble, you're gonna be paying cover price. I've looked at a couple of books. I look at the synopsis and what the book's about, and this one looked really good. About a father-daughter relationship, and it looked like an interesting. It's called Hurricane Summer. And they have some good titles in fiction. Finding Love Through the Movie Theater. I thought that was a funny book, you know. Verona Comics. Like I said, most of these books, if you look at the retail price, $18, $19, $20. So an audiobook, The Last Line of the Senate, about Ted Kennedy, one of my favorite senators. Audiobook still wrapped, 6 CDs. You went to Barnes and Noble about this, $30, brand new, still wrapped. You could buy this at Barnes and Noble still wrapped. You'd have to pay $30. It was included. I put it in the bag. I was like, that's one of my, I love political history. If you don't know me by now, I like political history. Sean Spicer, he was President Trump's press secretary the first term. Like I said, I like political history. I've got books by every president. I got books by every side of the aisle. I like history, autobiographies, for sure. I mean, from their point of view, I like stuff like that. It's interesting. I like Tom Brokaw. For you, the older generation, millennials, Gen X. Well, some millennials, Gen X, the boomers, baby boomer generation. My mom's. We all knew who Tom Brokaw was. We used to watch him NBC Nightly News up until his retirement in 05. But he wrote a book about the fall of Richard Nixon, and when he reported like Watergate and stuff, I included that. Like I said, love history. A book that kind of caught my attention by Deepak Chopra, The Future of God. I thought that would look like an interesting book. Another political book, Huma Abedin. She served with Hillary Clinton. She was like, she is the daughter of Indian and Pakistani intellectuals and advocates. And she worked with the Clinton administration. Interesting life. I mean, I was, and then Bill O'Reilly, who's he's more, has his own political type of show. Found two of his books. I've always found he does a couple of good series. These are more of not really his series that he does, but more on the political aspect. I found a movie. I have this movie on like a used copy. Found the Blu-ray of Chocolat with Judi Dench, Juliette Binoche, Alfred Molina, Lena Olin, and Johnny Depp. A really good film. I saw it years. Beautiful film. Blu-ray. Bruce Springsteen, gorgeous hardcover of some of his concerts. I mean, this is a big. I'm talking. You buy it at Barnes and Noble, Target. Target's, sometimes their books are going to be cheaper. They're going to be cheaper than Barnes and Noble most of the time. Try to see how much this runs. This is probably at least a $40, $50 book. The big hardcovers like that usually are a little pricey. And the last 3 books I bought, and these were a series. They kind of revamped it for this generation. Found 3 books, the first 3 books in the Lost Mystery trilogy of the Hardy Boys, Frank and Joe Hardy. I grew up on Hardy Boys. But yeah, I got all of that, every bit of that, probably several $100s worth of books for $5. For $5, that's all I had to pay. I love our library sales. And I don't know where I'm gonna put all these. Let's just be honest. I did go to Ollie's. They sent me and Liz were members at Ollie's a coupon, and I found a couple of books. Found Henry Winkler's autobiography that came out last year. I have it on my Amazon wish list, and kind of keeping an eye on it. But I found it for $4.99 plus I have 15% off coupon. Drew Barrymore's recent book, hardback book. Beautiful books, $30, $40 book for $4.99. I have both of those. Yeah. This was the Henry Winkler book. Yeah, normally $30, $4.99. This was at Ollie's. We kind of stopped over there and we went by Big Lots because found some toys for Elliot. They're having their going out, which saddens me. I love Big Lots, but this economic climate just hasn't been great the last few years. And there's a lot of businesses that have gone under, which sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I remember, Borders and Blockbuster and Sam Goody's, all those really good stores. Kids today won't get the experience because of economic issues that put them out of business. Um, but yeah, Ollie's is real nice. It's my second time to go by Ollie's. Went by the library, went by Big Lots because they're having a going out of business sale. I always support Big Lots even before then, but went by to see, I think the last day is the next week sometime. A lot of stuff was gone, but I found a couple of good deals. I found some dog treats and some toys for the Mr. Elliot, and don't know when I'm gonna have time to read everything. I've already got a reading list going. I put some reading books on my Audible, and I've been enjoying that. Those will count toward my list. A couple of good books. I found out the audiobook of Lisa Marie Presley's autobiography that she started, and then her daughter finished after her death, is co-read by Riley. Oh, I always mispronounce the daughter's name. Riley Keough and Julia Roberts, the actress, also reads. It's been interesting. That's sometimes some of the books I'm gonna probably read is through the Audible app. But yeah, support local libraries. That's where I get a lot of my books. I don't go spend retail prices. I mean, I'll buy books at Target and Barnes and Noble and stuff, but there's a lot of books I get. Local library. I love our library, and even if we lived in the county, I would pay the $50 every year to support them because, they do the free tax service every year. AARP tax service, which, you know, found out years ago that anybody can use it as long as you schedule an appointment, and you can use it as a free tax service, which I've done my taxes through the last few years. Um, Especially if you're economically having a lot of hard times. They have computers for you to do job. You could go and look for job interviews. Public internet. I mean, it's a nice thing to have. And yeah, just giving a shout out to Weatherford Public Library. I'm kind of plugging them right now because I think it's a good thing to have a library, and I'm really hoping they keep funding it and um, check out movies for free. I mean, I found some new. I have movies at the house that I checked out. Um, Not where you're not having to go buy copies of a film. The library has it for free. You can and even renew it if you're not finished. And I have a couple of movies I checked out that I don't have to go purchase because the library have them. I can rent for free. So yeah, I was excited about the sale. I was super duper excited. All these books, yeah, and yesterday was the last day. I did not know that, and because they're closed Sundays, which is nice, they have a day off. But yeah, if I see a sale come up, whether for public library before it happens, like I was not on top of it this time, I totally. If I had looked at, I was looking at it through Facebook the other day, and I realized, oh, they're having their sale. Um, I probably wouldn't have even known, honestly. But y'all have a good day, have a good weekend. I will talk to y'all there. And by the way, I'm gonna start trying to do. I have the movie review page. The last movie I saw was Wicked. I'm gonna start trying to do the video reviews. It's been um kind of something I haven't done lately, but I'm gonna try to do soon. I do just written reviews. If you follow my movie review page, I kind of do like a star system: 1 star, 2 stars. If it's really excellent, like Wicked and some of the really good films, I do a 5 star, 4.5, 5. Nothing fancy, just something fun. Um, I haven't. The Academy Awards got nominated. I was excited about a few nominations, but we'll get to that as a different discussion. Y'all have an excellent day. Have a good weekend, and support your local library if you have one. It's worth it.